welcome everyone to Immigration and Jobs Talk Show, a trusted source for latest updates on immigration and global politics. You're watching daily immigration news, and let's jump into today's headlines. Firstly, US import prices stay flat in December, easing inflation concerns. February 2025 Visa Bulletin is out. Key updates for family and employment-based visas. Biden's farewell. Serving as president was my highest honor. Trump plans new tariffs to shake up US trade once again. Wall Street set for boost as companies plan $1 trillion in stock buybacks. Trump's Interior Secretary nominee backs more drilling on federal lands. Los Angeles fire warnings expire, but fire threats still loom. US announces $23 billion in loans for green energy projects in 12 states. Trudeau to convene cabinet amid disagreement over US tariffs. LA wildfires. Danger remains despite brief relief in wind conditions. Biden warns of growing power among wealthy in final speech. MAGA targets foreign student work program amid H-1B changes. Gaza airstrikes kills 70 after ceasefire deal announcement. Ancient black hole sends powerful energy beam towards Earth. Pope Francis suffers arm injury after fall at Vatican. Netanyahu ceasefire deal, a crucial test for political survival. So these were some of the major headlines, and now jump into the details. US import prices stay flat. In December, easing inflation concerns. In December, the prices of products the US buys from other countries called imports didn't go up. This is important because when import prices stay stable, it helps keep prices in general from rising too quickly. So when prices rise too much, it's called inflation. And it can make things like food, gas, and clothes more expensive for everyone. Keeping import prices steady is a good sign that inflation might stay under control for a while. February 2025 Visa Bulletin is out. Key updates for family and employment-based visas. February 2025 Visa Bulletin is now available, detailing the final action dates and filing dates for both family-sponsored and employment-based visas. This includes updated priority dates for various visa categories such as F1, F2A, F2B, EB1, EB2, and more. Be sure to check the bulletin to see when you can apply based on your priority dates. Moving ahead with Biden's farewell. Serving as president was my highest honor. Joe Biden gave a speech where he talked about how much he valued his time as president of the US. He said that being president was the greatest honor of his life. This was a moment for him to reflect on the work he did in office, the challenges he faced, and also the people he served. He expressed gratitude for the opportunity to lead the country and made it clear that he cherished his time in the role. Trump plans new tariffs to shake up US trade once again. President Donald Trump is planning to reintroduce tariffs on goods from other countries. Tariffs are basically taxes that are added to things imported into the US, and Trump believes this will help US businesses by making foreign products more expensive. The main idea is to encourage people to buy products made in America instead. However, these new tariffs could change the way the US trades with other countries and could cause some tensions in international trade. Wall Street set for boost as companies plan $1 trillion in stock buybacks. A number of large companies in the US are planning to spend a huge amount of money, $1 trillion, to buy back their own stock. This means that companies will purchase shares of their own company, which makes each remaining share more valuable. This could make investors happy because their investment will grow in value. And this is expected to increase the activity on Wall Street, the US stock market, and could also lead to higher stock prices overall. Trump's Interior Secretary nominee backs more drilling on federal lands. The person chosen by President Donald Trump to be the Secretary of the Interior, who is in charge of managing US public lands, believes in expanding oil and gas drilling on these lands. Drilling means digging into the ground to find oil and gas, which can be used for energy. While this could lead to more energy production, it also raises concerns from people who worry about environmental damage like pollution and harm to wildlife. Los Angeles fire warnings expire, but fire threats still loom. In Los Angeles, fire warnings that were issued due to dangerous conditions have ended, meaning the immediate risk of wildfire is lower. However, experts are still concerned because the weather and dry conditions in the area can make wildfires start easily. So while the danger isn't as high right now, people are still being asked to be careful and stay aware of the risk. US announces $23 billion in loans for green energy projects in 12 states. The US government has announced that it will lend $23 billion to support energy projects that use renewable resources like solar, wind, and hydropower. These projects will be built in 12 states across the whole country. The goal is to help fight climate change by promoting clean energy, which is better for the environment than using coal or oil. This move is a big step towards building a greener, more sustainable energy future. Trudeau to convene cabinet amid disagreement over US tariff. Trudeau is calling a meeting with his cabinet, which is a group of key government officials, to talk about how to handle disagreements with the US over tariffs. The US has imposed tariffs, which are taxes on imports from other countries, and this is causing tensions between the two countries. Trudeau wants to discuss how Canada should respond to these tariffs and also work out a solution that benefits Canada. LA wildfires. Danger remains despite brief relief in wind conditions. In Los Angeles, wildfires have been a very serious danger right now. But for a short time, the strong winds that usually make fires worse have calmed down. However, even though the winds are not as strong, the risk of wildfires is still present. This is because the weather is still dry, and dry conditions can help fires spread quickly. Firefighters and experts are warning everyone to stay alert and be prepared, even though the immediate risk has lowered. Biden warns of growing power among wealthy in final speech. In his final speech, Joe Biden spoke about how wealthy people and large corporations are gaining more power and influence in society. He expressed concern that this growing power could make it harder for regular people to get a fair shot at success. Biden said that the government needs to take steps to address this issue to make sure that everyone has equal opportunities and not just the wealthy few. MAGA targets foreign student work program amid H-1B changes. The Make America Great Again movement, which is associated with President Donald Trump, is focusing on limiting or changing a program that allows foreign students to work in the US after they finish their studies. This program is important because it helps students to gain work experience. The push for changes come at the same time that there are also proposed changes to the H-1B visa. So these changes could affect many international students who want to work in the US. Gaza airstrikes kill 70 after ceasefire deal announcement. In Gaza, airstrikes, which are attacks from the air, killed 70 people after a ceasefire agreement had been announced. A ceasefire is a temporary stop to fighting, but the violence continued despite the agreement. This tragic event shows how difficult it can be to end violence even when both sides agree to stop fighting. The situation in Gaza remains very tense and sad, with many people suffering from the ongoing conflict. Ancient black hole sends powerful energy beam towards Earth. Scientists have discovered that an ancient black hole, which is part of space where gravity is so strong that nothing can escape, is sending a powerful beam of energy toward Earth. While this doesn't pose any danger to us, it is an exciting discovery, and it also helps the scientists understand more about how black holes work and how they can influence the universe. The beam of energy is very strong, but luckily, it's not directed directly at Earth, so it doesn't affect us. Pope Francis suffers arm injury after fall at Vatican. Pope Francis, the leader of the Catholic Church, fell and hurt his arm at the Vatican, which is the center of the Catholic Church in Rome. While the injury isn't life-threatening, it's concerning because of Pope Francis' age and health. Many people are hoping that he will recover quickly and be okay. This incident has drawn attention because the Pope is a well-known figure, and any health issue concerning him is closely followed by the media. Netanyahu's ceasefire deal, a crucial test for political survival. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has agreed to a ceasefire, which is an agreement to stop fighting temporarily. The ceasefire is important for Netanyahu because it will show whether he can still lead effectively. There are many people in Israel who are divided on how to handle the conflict, and Netanyahu's political future depends on how well he can balance these different views. If the ceasefire holds, it could strengthen his position, but if it fails, it could also hurt his leadership. So these were some of the major news headlines. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. We'll be coming back with more updates tomorrow. Stay tuned and stay connected.